Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now, this is starting group. Morant is the point with a wing. Edie out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Brent, this should be a very intriguing matchup. Both these teams feature some very athletic players.
If we get out in position, Kevin, there's definitely some top 10 moments that are going to come up. A bunch of high flyers on both of these rosters. And we see a lot of airtime from these players tonight.
Now here's Hardaway. Thompson passes to Cunningham outside. Clock at 4. Shoots over Morant. It's Memphis. Green on Cunningham. For 2. They get it back. The 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Cunningham against Morant. Out to Hardaway. Thompson to the pick for Hardaway. Puts up a deep 3. Oh!
To finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
Tie game in Detroit. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out so far,
confidence that they've shown early.
Controlled and up.
Memphis with the ball. Inside for Harris and Duren. Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson at the 3, the small forward. They're the group that will start the second one. Now here's Morant. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Morant with another miss. And so it's Harris who will bring it to the Detroit Pistons. Outside Hardaway. Duren down. Morant against and he hits it just before the expires. Cunningham's got his first bucket in this one. No good with the layup. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach time. Pistons lead by 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got second for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. It's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the net. And credit the Pistons fan for with them after a tough season last year.
Well, Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, where you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal, they're hungry, and the future is going to be bright in Detroit. I promise you that.
The free throw drops for Wells. It's an odd stat, but what I'll throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it,
he hits both from the stripe.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never.
Here's Cunningham on the wing. Tries from the block, and it's good. It's in the play with Hardaway. Cunningham's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. Cunningham's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant against Cunningham. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 5 points so far.
no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, makes it look easy.
Harris looking it over. To Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got the lead. Up to 2 now for Detroit.
Pushing through that time to finish it off.
Morant outside. Puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still any games. We've reached the end of 3. The Pistons on top, up 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's now to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving.
Well, what a terrific game. With this fourth quarter, sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the center. It's the group for Detroit right now. In the corner is Bain. Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Wells kicks to Bain. Over Thompson. Bain, no good. And an intentional foul right there. And the Pistons with possession here. The lead is 2, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
15 seconds. At the line for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses and has all the tools to be a very special player.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line, a 2-possession game.
Timeout call, Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Their
at this point in the game, the coach is asking teams to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
The short break in the action gives us a now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis's head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. A few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. It counts.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in situation.
Get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes a 3-point lead. The Grizzlies call timeout. Here, Dorian, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick
Thing up. Gotta be smart here.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edey. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You got to go over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up that situation.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Cunningham outside. Count it!
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put on tonight.
These are those games that feel so great to win and really it's like a knife in the gut lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
Now, let's read the lineups for the teams beginning with forward, Ryan Dunn. At center, Nick Richards. At shooting guard, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, Devin Booker. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. Let's get the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors! This is the big man in the middle at 7 feet tall. Number 19. At small forward, at 6'6" number 9, Anthony Bennett. Starting standing 6'2", number 5, Emmanuel. A 6'8" forward, number 4, Scott. At the other position, standing 6'8", number 3, Brandon.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. Here are the 5 for the Suns. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there. Nick Richards, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, Barrett is 3. Barnes will play the 4. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gift. assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. You have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, deliver it at the appropriate angle, but maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
It's Beal on the wing, covered by Ingram. Beal, the pass to Booker. And there's a pick. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin is at least 25 points every year. He can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
That free throw good from Booker. Devin Booker is guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
So many things in terms of skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. Boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Hurdle finds quickly. Trace the triple.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Quickly against Booker. From deep three-point land. The shot misses. And still a close game as the quarter comes to a close. Toronto out in front, up by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
The Suns on offense. On the court, the Suns puts it back court. Nick Rick up here with Durant, and it's done in at the 3 spot. Booker against quickly. To quickly inside. Pass to Barnes. Quickly outside. 5 to shoot.
That's his first.
Toronto shooting their first shot of the game.
At the line for 2. And Manuel Quickly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. What balance from Booker.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable. He
can't hit that time. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with head coach Mike Booth. Coach, how would you characterize the intensity level in that first half?
Yeah, no, it's pretty intense. You know, both teams are getting after it defensively. Nothing's going to be easy. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Hopefully it continues in the second half. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the score. And here are the Suns. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Barrett in at the 3. That's the group starting for Darko Rajakovic.
Oh boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
With some arc, and it's Ingram laying it in.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game if necessary.
Outside Durant, puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Now Raptors with it. They trail by 1. Barnes, no good. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Outside Booker. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. The shot off that time. Got it off in time. It's not going to go for him. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Suns on top, leading by a point. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there. And it's done in at the 3. It's forward. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Great time to call his guys into a very tense moment in this game.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your
by Barnes.
To find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up. Big Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Stojakovic has called a timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Three-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He connects! And that one brings them within one!
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch and he comes through. The pressure out his best.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Phoenix. Bradley Beal. 2 shots. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical three-point cushion. What poise.
Oh, denied by Durant.
The defense from Kevin Durant sends that shot back.
Picked by Pirtle, outside Barnes. The 3. Can't knock in the 3. And they're going to prolong the game. Intentional foul.
Yeah, choice but to foul in that situation. Though, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
The line for the Suns. Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. The 3 quickly, no good. So a close game sees Phoenix hitting this one, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
NBA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
to Noche and a Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, we've got Davis. Klay Thompson is out there. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington at the 3, the small forward. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have courts, and I think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now, here's Strus. Back to Garland, and Davis sends it.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
Kept alive. It's good. He made the shot of the game.
The first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Washington passes to Irving. To the paint. Here's Gafford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Gafford's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Mobley against Davis. Mobley outside. 1 second left. And the ends with some stifling defense right there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 2. And will return shortly. And as we return, it's Noche Latina celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking. They seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Here's Dallas. We've got Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Thompson. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards, but man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season, and a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and special.
Greg, you love this time more than anyone when you think about the best ball of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Garland. Here's Mitchell. Fires for 3. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Strus against Washington. Thompson for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Garland
against Irving. Outside Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley. Great D that time for
The defense ready for him on that possession. Because he is so strong in the paint.
And that's it for the first half action. First game here. Mavericks lead by 4. Time now to go courtside to send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, PJ. Hot start offensively. You continue that in the
kicking out to our makes and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming.
Stick with what works. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Stay with us back just after time to get the third quarter started.
Direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan court shot. Drum roll, please. Okay, they're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one to gain an edge. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
And now the fast break with the ball, and Allen slams it in.
Well, always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
Garland against Irving. Drives to the hoop. The shot's good. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the man.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he this season.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead, up 4. And right after that, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
With these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Thompson in at the 2. The line came Dallas. So and Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
To Dallas.
send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd is talking about with his players. They said to the team, I know you guys, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
Thanks, David. Off the inbound, Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the man. And Kenny calls timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lie in and make sure everyone's on the
Get loud, fans on the court. Your hot ball. Who wants a t-shirt? You know what to do.
Thompson against Mitchell. Beyond. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, 2. Kyrie Irving.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
So he goes 2-1, and it's an 8-point game. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. We've got 20 left in the fourth, and the basket is good. Thompson, they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that makes a 1-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Time called Cleveland. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
If you see yourself on the screen, you know what.
The wide open shot from Strus. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Textbook feed. We are
at the line for Dallas, Klay Thompson, 2 shots.
And the first, no good, heartbreaker. And he ends the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right with it and then foul immediately.
Garland, that's 2. Anthony Davis grabs us.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Kyrie Irving taking 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what he came out to do.
And now, check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside 2 fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Short of rotation player, neck that up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge.
And now the opening lineup for New York. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Pacers, Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Turner at the 5. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for. Are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do.
Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Back to Hart. Towns on a screen. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Anunoby.
Can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit. Hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Brunson. We've got 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Towns is screen on Halliburton. And here's Brunson from the arc. He's off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York in front, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about from the Knicks?
Well, you have to credit on defensive end. It's set home for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that.
And here are the Knicks. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in the position. That's the 5. Second quarter for the down goes. Down it.
And that's where Brunson gets a lot of his baskets. He just thrives in the mid-range.
Screen on Brunson on low. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players kind of the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this is gritty, and they don't give up.
And that one falls for Turner. And so Turner nails them both. Here's Brunson. And Turner with the block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable. And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end. High percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you gotta look out.
Brunson against Halliburton. Towns is screen on Halliburton. And here's Brunson from the arc. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The first half comes to an end. We've got a close goal here. It's the Knicks by a bucket. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Now Bridges, and on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby, then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Hart in at the 4. Brunson against Halliburton. To the wing on the left. 3 ball. There's Siakam. That one's good. On the assist from Halliburton. Siakam's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Brunson. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 1. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays edge inside.
Pass to Nembhard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nembhard's got his first. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Brunson misses. Halliburton outside. Siakam outside. There's the triple. Oh, and the release before the buzzer. But it's off. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the up to step away quickly, but be back. No time. 4th quarter. And a moment, we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Fired up one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. It counts! And the foul! And they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment. The game is close. He kicks it up a notch.
For Towns.
I want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Here's Indiana now. 2-point game. Here's Halliburton. Dives in, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Good shot. Tyrese Halliburton.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
What a moment in this one. Ties it up while getting fouled, then takes the lead at the line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the conditions this late juncture?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
And they're getting set. Let's find those fans.
Here's Brunson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
Something about the little guy willing to stick his nose in there. Brunson gets his team going with that kind of play.
2 shots.
That one to go. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Siakam. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
We'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved from a situation like this.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has executed in these moments.
Nice try. It's all good. Let's hear it for all dancers.
.16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
So many times, close games won by the home team.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Well, Miles, a shootout in the first half. Were you happy with the effort overall tonight?
The effort was great most of the night. I think that no team was playing defense in the beginning, so second half I think we came out there and really established our defense, which we needed to do.
And you have to work on getting your team going earlier in the next matchup. Congrats on the win, though, tonight.
All right, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their close or their effort on the floor. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La Beyond, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've got DeJounte Murray, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy, then and it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Fleet, Alperen Sengun out there with Amen Thompson, and it's Brooks in at the 3. When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Yeah, easy. Murray for 3. Sengun. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. On the wing, Green. Van Vliet against McCollum. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense there. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Murray against Green. Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Pocket 6. Here's Williamson. He's on target from 8 feet out.
And we talk about the importance of ability. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
It's a tie game here in Houston. We've got more hoop coming your way in. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out for Alpern Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
So quick on the when Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Van Vliet against McCollum. Williamson. They set the pick. Driving lane. No good off the back rim. Rockets on offense. Inside. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. There's 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. That one, no good.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll really.
For 3, Murray. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first 2 as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one go down to the last possession. So for New Orleans right now, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's McCollum. Then there's the and it's Messi in at the 5 spot. Here's Van. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really.
And here is Williamson. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. It doesn't go for him. Houston in the lead. Van Vliet with it. And the layup falls. Van Vliet's got the first basket of the second half here for Houston.
It's a great move, and he catches defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking him right to the. I imagine that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter. The competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here at the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there. Şengün in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And timeout called by Willie Green. Coach clearly the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
It's time for the Thanks Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's go.
back in with David Aldridge.
Guys, here's what Willie Green was doing in reviewing the plan with his team. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys, one possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dave. Murray with it. Outfended by Şengün. Murray left side. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Messi. It drops. And he has brought them to within point.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that. What a huge pick coming through when it matters most.
Van Vliet against McCollum. Out to Johnson. Şengün with the screen for Johnson. Pass to Şengün. Rebound by Murray. It's McCollum with the drive. Murray outside. To tie it up. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. And timeout is called. Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. For the win, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Van Vliet. We've got Trey Murphy. Cullen is out there with Murray. Then there's Williams. And it's Messi in it to fight down low.
And there's the strength and determination Van Vliet's known for. He battles nonstop.
Defensive C.J. McCollum. That's their first personal foul. Team foul. At the line for Houston, Fred Van Vliet. At the line, shooting 1.
Throw good, Van Vliet.
Wise teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. side. Murray against Green. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to McCollum. Count it! And a tremendous 3 to tie it up.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Van Vliet against McCollum. Now here's he's covered closely. Thompson a screen on McCollum. Line it's Van Vliet. And so we are tied again at the overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. Go back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball. Yes!
The heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his side.
And timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's see those dance moves.
And the Pelicans with possession here, trailing by 2.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. The man at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. McCollum against Van Vliet. Pelicans with the rebound.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
Here's the screen. For 3, Murray. He can't hit that time. Green finds Van Vliet. To the wing. Şengün with a wide open look. Can't get the 3 to fall. And timeout called by Willie Green. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
They are here, the one and only Kwai City, Texas.
Here's Murray. Oh, missed it. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. And we'll be back right after this. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Here we go. Van Vliet against McCollum. Van Vliet looking around. This one for 3. The 3.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His 3-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
On the court is your
foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And so Murray nails both of them. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
Here's Van Vliet. It falls!
And like Van Vliet's shot selection, Vic at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Our coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Murray looking around. Pass to yes!
Where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle. Scoring alone, there's not that much intensity on defense.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul for some misses.
First, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. Now it's a 3-point game.
Doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
For 3, Murray. Bullseye! Oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. Timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Van Vliet. Out to Brooks. That's a 3 fly. And this game just continues to amaze as another overtime will be required to determine the outcome. Wow. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And as we play on into overtime, you know these teams must be down. It's become a battle of attrition. And here's McCollum. Murray with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Murray against Van Vliet. Middle. Here's Measy. He stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Superb execution in the cutting the pass right through the defense.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking chances. He'll call time. McCollum against Van Vliet. It's Brooks on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. List 2.
Ooh, hit him with the spin cycle. Went out there a little dizzy by that move by Murray.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
It's team time! Who wants one out there? Free t-shirts are incoming! Who wants one? You got get loud! It's time for t-shirts!
Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that's an intentional foul.
Thompson, first personal foul. Second team.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jalen Green, second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray taking two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from a strike.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And that one's good. Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
At the line of Pelicans, DeJounte Murray, 2.
Shot 2. And he makes the... No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Out of bounds. Takes possession.
With the ball.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 16. Green up on top. He's scored by Murray. And that one, good.
Hey, where's the effort? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle. Scoring alone, there's not that much intensity on defense.
And called by Willie Green. A magnitude at this juncture in the game, clearly warranting a timeout. Tipped away. Stolen by Van Vliet. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials and the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
When you dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Side Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Conley and Ann on the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And for Golden State, Curry and Pop up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Green in at the center position, locking down the middle. These teams have talent up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys, 12, 13 guys at the year. We're going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
Outside Podziemski, back to Curry. Outside Moody. Outside Podziemski, 6 to shoot. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Shot clock at 3. Curry gets the bucket.
Not afraid of inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. Here he goes. And taps it in.
Hanging on the rim, just showing.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Now here's Curry. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Curry's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
So at the end of the quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. A willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Curry and Pop make up the back. Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the center position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. He was all alone on that one. Got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Nice shot from Butler. Making himself a threat from downtown.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Green.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Now Conley. Off the layup. outside Moody. Curry. Let's go with a three. Doesn't go for him. And the first half now. The Warriors on up by 6. And will step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter. Right after the break. Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, it's been quite a game for Steph Curry.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contest. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like picking poison trying to contain him.
We've got second half action for you, and if a couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for Minnesota. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Butler passes to Curry. Wow, Curry takes it and finishes inside.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
And here's Edwards. Offensive board. Oh, and go! Powers it home.
An awesome alley. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. Pass to Butler.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Looking it over with 1 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top, leading by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we roll in here in quarter number 4. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Draymond Green. It's in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. So it's the Warriors now. They lead by 4. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team foul.
Curry draws the double. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with
quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
Randall, pass to Edwards, takes the 3, and he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him a run. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Let's hear it one more time for the GS
Up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Kerr had some with the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And now they decide intentionally.
Just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Second team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2. Three-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And Chris Finch calls out here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
23 seconds left to play in the fourth. Edwards. He can't get it to go. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. And foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Stephen Curry taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfect.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play to leave it. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Seconds left to play in the fourth. Picked by Gobert. For 3, Conley. Warriors with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Team's fourth. At the line for 2, Podziemski.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so the Warriors take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
They showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jimmy, congrats on the win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
A lot of heart. Teammates fought hard throughout the whole game, and everybody had a tough matchup. They manned up. Hey, we did what we were supposed to do.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trail going up against the Utah Jazz. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. The starters for the Utah Jazz. The pairing up front will be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier in at the point. And for Portland, we've got Sharp. Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by the... I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Avdia, the pass to Simons. And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Here's Sharp. Pass to Simon. Collins against Avdia. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. And it's the Jazz's ball. Outside, Sexton. Marking in a screen on Simon. Here's Collier. That's missing. Now, it's Avdia. D right on him. Pass to Simons. Shoots the 3. Drills it outside. Simons has got the first points up on the board here for Portland.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Some fancy ball hands right there. Since when does he take off the dribble?
A good contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And the Jazz with possession here. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Shaedon Sharp. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now, here's Sharp. After Collins Sexton's miss. Here's Collins grabs the miss.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight to the bloopers.
Stolen by Avdia. 24 seconds left now here in the second. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. Portland shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1. The Avdia.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. No shot.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about the clutch, the guy is it.
Here's Collier, covered by Simons. 6 on the shot clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so in the game for the Jazz, in it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Colin Sexton is up. And it's Kessler again at the 5. Markkanen finds Sexton. 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. Outside Collins. Markkanen from outside. But no good. With the ball. The lead is 2. And stolen by Sexton. And they're moving it up. And he converts the layup. Sexton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Jazz.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Simons surveying. It's up a 3. That one's not going to go. It's all tied in. And we're coming right back after this break at the fourth quarter underway. And let's this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
We have some passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Andre Ayton out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then it's Shaden Sharp. And it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
That changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. Game.
And Bill Hardy called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks. And he wants to be prepared.
It's a tornado of t-shirts. Who's looking for some new swag?
moment now to hear from our sideline Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. Now he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. Utah moves. Pass to Collier. Markkanen is screen on Simon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collier. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Team foul. At the line, Sharp.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that's a 3-point lead. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Yeah. Everybody, if you see yourself on the screen, come on your best move. Let's go. You have the camera on you.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three ball. Good. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Big shot for Sexton, showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energy is forming here under the bright lights.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. No doubt he's feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Blazers dance team.
Outside, Simons. Ayton sets the pick for Simons. And regulation are complete. We will from Portland. We're back in a moment. And now we get set time in what has been a stirring contest. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. The pairing up front will be Collins and Kessler. And it's Collier at the point guard.
Well, the length and athleticism of DeAndre Ayton make that an easy opportunity.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Time to get loud. Your laser dancer.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. A 2-point game. Pass to Martin. Here's Collier, covered by Simon. Larkin in a screen on Simon. Execute. Here's Collier, covered by Simon. This possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Ayton's at Simon. It's from deep.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly.
This is a technical of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Time call here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. 8 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what do you think?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Here's Collins. 3 from the inbound. Sinks the triple.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Foul intentionally. They're going to do that now. Again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And the intentional foul.
Collins still. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a three.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. Give credit, they were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
Hey, everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And on tap tonight, it's the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Chicago Bulls. With our Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Ball, Buzell is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Vucevic in at the center. And for the Clippers, Powell and Kwai in at the forward spots. James Harden done, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the Clippers win the tip. Now here's Harden. From the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Outside White. Back to Ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And he'll take a trip to the line for clearly fouled on that shot. And despite his injury history, Kwai still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, BA, that Kwai sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in. And Leonard drops. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
From 15 feet away, and he buries his first.
Kawhi is such a threat from the mid-range. As soon as he gets to that area, systems go.
Ball outside. With the steal. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Los Angeles up by 5. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted, well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Here's Ball. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Dunn is out. Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Sinks it from distance. Ball's got 5 points.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
Leonard on the wing. The layup misses. Giddey against Harden. Giddey passes to Vucevic. It's Giddey on the wing. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Clippers. Leonard in transition.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kwai, especially at his position. That time they
pass to White. Here's Buzelis. Vucevic with it. Leonard defending. 4 seconds left. Vucevic's shot is off.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim. And he can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Clippers ahead, up by 4. Now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Clippers head coach Ty Lue. And coach, when Kwai Leonard comes out like he has tonight, what's the overall impact?
It impacts our team. I think, everything opens up. It's on edge. And when he starts like this, it gives a great momentum going into the game. So we like what he's doing right now. Now we got to build on it.
When you have a player like that, you follow his lead. Thanks, coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back at this break, ready for the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Kwai Leonard displaying his skills today.
I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish on how close of a game we've seen so far. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Josh Giddey, Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Ball, and it's White in at the shooter.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Leonard outside. Down in the low post, it goes. Harden's got 5.
Well, Harden just outworking it inside. He wanted it more.
Ball outside. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Great D that time from Zubac. Giddey against Powell. Here's Leonard. Leonard, so strong.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he hits the open spot and gets right through there. High IQ play.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about to be able to play with that kind of feel. Nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Powell and Kwai in at the forward spots. Harden out there with and it's Zubac in at the next spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
You can't be reckless guarding Kwai Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Vucevic against Zubats. Pass to Giddey. Just fired the shot. Top of key. White can't hit. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your quarters, Kwai Leonard. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Just think of how much of a difference Kwai Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. And the Bulls call time here. They're down by 8. Open shot, White, and all around the rim that time before dropping.
Has tremendous court vision for his age and is willing to make the extra pass.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for your quarters, James Harden, taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
All right, folks, if you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Rebounded by Dunn. And it's Powell with the ball for the LA Clippers. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. It was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for and have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
Allie, thank you as always. Folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent, our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.